Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Vaugh Show. Today I'm going to finish my part 2 of my confession in regards to my job. On my last video, if you guys have not seen it, you have to make sure you watch it. I talk about me making a career change and how I followed my own intuition in regards to making the right decision in regards to the job. So fast forward, I ended up getting the job that I wanted. Yes, I ended up getting the job. So I started last week, and before I made this video, I kind of just wanted to see how the week went. But I started last week, and I will definitely say, we ask, God or whoever you choose to believe in, for the desires of our hearts, but then when we get them, we realize, well, maybe this was not what I really wanted, right? And so my parents and my family all week have been asking me, like, how has the new job been going? And I was like, I kept doing that, but I'm like, it's the first week. But deep down in my heart, right, I realized, like, I really don't want this job. Like, I really even don't want to do this job, right? And I realized, like, I'm going to do the job because it's a job that I've always wanted to achieve in my career with my current company. But then I was like, well, Paul, it's only the first week, right? Everyone at my job is sweet, everyone is great. I mean, it's just a really good, tight-knit family, but then I struggle, the feeling in me feels like, well, did I make the right decision in picking this job? But deep down it was like, it's what I really wanted, it's where I wanted to be, it's where I worked so hard to get to, but now that I got it, it's like, it's not really what I want, right? And so my intuition is telling me, listen, you need to be focusing more on what you love, right? And your passion. And as I get older, I realize, like, I have to gear more towards my passion, right? But then I struggle with the feeling of, like, well, my passion ain't gonna make no money. I got bills. I got student loan bills, I got rent, I got electric, I got, like credit card bills I gotta pay off, thank God I only got one more left. But still, I have bills that have to be paid every month. So it's kind of like, do you take the job that makes the money that you need, or do you focus on your passion? And then you always look at a lot of influencers who are so focused on their passion, and they seem like they're doing great, but then they living on somebody's couch. Like, I refuse. Like, I would rather work my job knowing that I may not 100% like it, but it does take care of what I need, rather than take the risk of living off my passion. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm in a space of where, like, how can I do both? Continue to do my job that brings in my income, a good portion of my income, and then also have my passion for travel. Like, travel, I will definitely say, is like one of the most things that brings me so much joy. When I go travel, man, I am so happy. Like, I never want to go home. I'll be on a plane crying because I got to go back home. That's how bad it be. Like, the flight attendant, like, do you need some meds? Like, something wrong? Like, what's going on? I'd be so just upset. Like, it's like, I gotta go back to the United States. Back to my job, back to my apartment, back to work. And it's like, if I could just figure out how to make travel like my number one priority, like my number one income, like, I think I could do that until, like, the day I die, or till I can't, travel anymore. So that's why you guys have to check out travelwithvaugh.com. It's your number one trusted travel website where you can book your flights, your hotels, and all things like that. And also too, my travel vlog page, the Travel with Vaugh blog page is also out as well, so you guys have to check that out. It's gonna have all your content, your updated content in regards to travel, COVID, anything in the news, like up and coming, like countries that are changing their rules and their laws. It's a great website to have to make sure that you should add to your favorites, so that you can constantly check up to see the updates that are happening in the world in case you're traveling or you want to go someplace, or you just need to get some information on what's going on. So it's definitely good for that. But getting back to my job, side note, sorry to get on a tangent. But anyway, I realized, like, that's where I want to be. Like, I want to do something in regards to travel. So now what I'm doing is, like, I'm working with my sponsors, to get my sponsorships up, which are going really good. And then the travel website is doing really good. But not to the point where, like, my current income that I'm making off my job compared to my YouTube and my sponsorship, like, they aren't the same. If they became the same, bye-bye job, bye-bye. But the truth be told, like, it takes time, right? Like, you have people you have to pay, and you have marketing, and then you have, content that you have to create. And so, like, that all factors into an income, right? But I will say, like, not even being in YouTube for an entire year, or just in this type of environment for an entire year, I have did really well, really well to be a small YouTuber. And my content creator, he can tell you, he's like, hey, this is what I do, and he does this full time. So it's been going really good, but just not to the point where I feel like I could quit my job and do it. But anyway, back to my job. I'm going into like my second and third week of the job, right? And I realized like what I will say about the new job that I currently have is that my whole aura and energy has changed. Like I have more patience, I feel more kind, I feel more open and understanding. And because my current team, like, you know, they come to me for questions and answers, stuff like that. But at my old job, I was kind of like one of those people that were like, you know, like, this gotta be done, this gotta be done, this gotta be done. But now, since I'm more like managing, I just feel more like nurturing in this particular job, which is like different for me. It's very different. So that's where I'm at, you guys, with the new job. I am happy I have the new job. And you know, I'll definitely keep you guys updated on it. But I will say, you gotta follow your heart. Maybe my path may not be for you, because one of the things I will say about myself is that when I was young, I would take all the risk in the world, right? I mean, I would just risk, right? But now as I'm older, I struggle trying to be that younger Paul where he took risks. But now everything to me now feels so, I have to take calculated risk, right? Where it's like, I want to do my passion, which is YouTube, you know, and travel and things like that. But now I also have a responsibility to myself to make sure like my financials are taken care of. Because I don't have anybody taking care of me. I take care of myself. So it's like, I have a responsibility as an adult to make sure that my financials, the things that my everyday living is taken care of, and in hopes that one day my passion will be able to cover that as well. So again, maybe you guys can give me some advice. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there who follow their passion and they're doing amazing and great. But then there's people like me who are struggling, who's in that crossroad of struggling of like, what do? Do you quit your job and just do YouTube? Or like, what do you do? You know, so please leave a comment below. Tell me your thoughts about it. Do you focus more on your passion or your current state, or that brings you the stability that you currently have? Do you give that up to follow your passion, or you figure out a way to do both? I just definitely want to know your thoughts about it, okay? So anyway, guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, click the bell. Make sure you guys also follow me on IG, thevaughnshow.com, Twitter, thevaughnshow.com, TikTok, thevaughnshow.com. And you know, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell. I'm not gonna argue with y'all about this clicking this bell, because some people be like, why I gotta click the bell? So you can get all the notifications. Like, it's nothing complicated. Like, just do it. It's not gonna kill you to take your finger, boom, click the bell. It's not gonna kill you at all. Really, you're not losing any sleep. You don't like notification? Turn the notification off in your settings. Most of y'all got iPhones, so turn the notification off. But at the end of the day, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and click the bell, and also leave comments, because I love your comments, okay? All right, guys, take care. Peace.